Okay, welcome everybody. So I took my dodecahedron program and I decided to add a little bit of animation. So what I did was I made the buffer, the vertices array global and a radius variable, okay, global. And then I started the initialization with the radius variable and the same thing here in that for loop. Okay, and then I set the first, it starts at a radius of 0.15. Since the whole screen is 2, 0.15 gives you a general idea of how big it is. Okay, and then I went ahead and added this function, update buffer. It is called in the main loop, so it shows the so it does the display, and then it updates the buffer. So the display is where it uses the draw command, draw arrays. Okay, and then it calls this function. It increases the radius by an ever small amount, and we're going to adjust that maybe in a little bit. And then it just adjusts the position vector in the vertices array, just 0 and 1, 0 and 1, which is x and y. And it sets it to this exact same shape. It's just that the radius is increased. Okay. And then I save it, compile it, and here we go, we run it. There you go. See, it spreads out as it goes. And that's really cool. Okay, so I didn't realize two things. First of all, to update the buffer, you use this. So basically, I edit the vertices array, and then I call this glNamedBufferSubData. What it does is it updates the data in the buffer that is bound to the Vertex Array Object. Okay. Anyway, so it's buffers and then array buffer. I got that from up here, where it creates the buffers, num buffers, which is 1, and then it binds the buffer to the array buffer, which is buffers array buffer, and that is a 0 number. It's an enum right here, the buffer's ID. And what is, oh yeah, see. So it's 0, so it's buffers 0 goes to array buffer, and then buffer storage allocates array buffer. This is the second thing, size of vertices, and then this. This was 0. I had to change it to dynamic storage bit, which allows you to actually modify the said buffer, the array buffer. Okay, okie dokie. So of course we can modify vertices because that's just an array. But to actually use the command, glNamedBufferSubData, you have to set that bit. It has to be set to GL dynamic storage bit, or whatever it was. Dynamic storage bit, okay? Okay, alright. So then we just do buffers array. The offset that we're starting within the actual array is 0 because we want to start at the beginning. We want to rewrite the entire size of the vertices array into the buffer. And there we go. And that, my friends, is how it works. And let's say I want to slow it down another 100th. So we'll save it, compile it, run it, and there it goes. Isn't that a thing of beauty? It is very cool. And be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you all.